So my topic is multicast core extraction distributed and ad hoc routing. This is the advanced version of a core extraction distributed ad hoc routing protocol, which can make a multicast which can help to form a multicast network in this protocol. In multicast core extraction distributed ad hoc routing protocol, the infrastructure resides within the core and the core broadcast mechanism. So an MCDR extracts the a subgraph of the core graph to function as a routing infrastructure. So the subgraph is an mesh structure and it is called as an M graph. After M graph is extracted from the data, the data forwarding is done. So and a core graph and a subgraph is formed from the core nodes of the network. So when the core nodes are considered for subgraph, there is no there is no link breakage issues or reforming the graph when a node is left due to mobility. And there are four components for forming the M graph. Four graphs for the MCDR. Four components are required for MCDR. One is M graph, and second one is join protocol, and then the third one is core broadcast based forwarding protocol, and then the fourth one is leaving, pruning, and reconstruction protocol. So the first one is the M graph infrastructure. This M graph ensures the robustness, that is the strongness of the infrastructure. So whenever there is a node leaving due to the mobility, there is no need to reform the M graph, as there is as this M graph is formed based on the core nodes of the multicast group. And this robustness the factor R determines the robustness of the multicast group. So this M graph members keep notion of its nearby core nodes. So whenever there is a node requesting requesting to join in that multicast group, the M graph members which are already present in the multicast group will allow the groups based on the join IDs. And the second one is join protocol. This join operation is allowed only for the core members of the multicast group. Other than core members, downstream node cannot be allowed to perform the join operation. So a join request consists of the address of the group of group of the node that wishes to join, and the current join ID of the node. Non-core members whenever the non-core members forward when a new node is performing a join request to the group, the non-core members in that group will forward this request, and only the core members will accept that request and reply back with a join acknowledged message. This join ID should be when a core member is accepting this join request, their join ID should be lesser than the join ID of the node which is wishing to join that group. So only the core members can accept it. So this join protocol can be explained with the help of this diagram. As you can see in the first diagram, the new member is initiating a join request to this multicast group. As you can see, the downstream node are not a core member. They simply forward the join request to the core members of the node. So the blue color circles are the members of the multicast group. So they have the join ID 3 and the join ID 4. Already the join ID is greater than the incoming node. They accept that join request and send back the acknowledgement request, which can be seen on the second image. As you can see, the acknowledge 3 and acknowledge 4 is replied back from the two nodes. This when received on the new member, this new member join ID will be incremented with 1. That is acknowledgement 4, acknowledgement 5 are receiving, but the greater one is acknowledgement 5. So the acknowledgement 5 is accepted, and the new members join ID is incremented with 1. So this is mainly done on the join protocol. So next one is forwarding protocol, and leaving, pruning, and reconstruction, all of them combined in a single steps. So this forwarding protocol mainly follows the same core broadcasting mechanism. That is one source which sends the data packet as a broadcasting message to every nodes that are below that source node. So this mgraph group members forward the data to the nearby core nodes, and whenever the downstream node has received the data from the different through a different path, the nodes which are sending those core broadcast message will suppress those attempts whenever they get to know that the downstream node was received the data through a different path. The advantages of this forwarding protocol is mainly because of their elimination of redundant transmission and their reduced bandwidth. And as it is a source-based tree mechanism, the delivery of the data will be very fastest, and there is no time delay in the message receiving for the downstream node. So these are the basic concepts of the MCDR protocol. Thank you.